Why you must embrace being alone. Stoic truths about solitude and power. Warning: if you fear being alone, they can control you. If you can't sit in silence, you'll be lost in noise. The crowd distracts, the silence reveals, and in the quiet, when no one is watching, is where the strongest minds are forged. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Marcus Aurelius. Modern life convinces us that solitude is weakness, that being alone means you're unwanted, unimportant, but the Stoics knew better. They knew that solitude isn't loneliness. It's clarity, it's freedom, it's power. The man who embraces solitude is no longer owned by approval. He becomes self-directed, focused, dangerous. 1. The approval addict. You constantly check your phone. You ask everyone what they think before you move. You fear judgment like it's death. But why? Because you haven't made peace with your own presence. He who seeks only applause from others is lost in noise. Epictetus. A man named Leo told me he couldn't go 10 minutes without refreshing social media. When asked why, he said, "I just want to know I'm not invisible." Ask yourself, when no one is watching, do you still feel seen? 2. The chronic escapist. Music on, TV playing, podcast nonstop. You've mastered distraction because you fear your thoughts. People are frugal in guarding their personal property, but as soon as it comes to squandering time, they are most wasteful. Seneca. One woman told me, "I listen to background noise all day because silence makes me anxious. It reminds me of what I'm avoiding." Silence isn't your enemy, it's your mirror. 3. The codependent soul. You can't go to a cafe alone, you can't take a walk alone. You always need someone beside you just to feel okay. The wise man is self-sufficient. Seneca. My friend James realized he never spent a single weekend alone. After his breakup, he spiraled. Why? Because he had never met his true self. Ask yourself, if everyone left tomorrow, who would you become? 4. The fearful stillness. Stillness makes you restless. Moments without motion feel like drowning. But maybe the panic isn't from stillness. Maybe it's from finally meeting your own truth. To be calm is the highest achievement of the self. Zen Stoicism. When Sarah started meditating, she cried the first week. She said, "I didn't realize how loud my mind was until I stopped trying to mute it." Stillness isn't emptiness, it's inner space. 5. The noise addict. Everything is entertainment. You scroll, you binge, you flip, you flee. But noise is just fear in disguise. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. One client removed all background noise for 1 week. He said, "I heard myself for the first time, and I realized I didn't like what I heard." But that's when I started healing. Ask yourself, who are you when all the noise stops? If you're still watching, you're not afraid of silence. You're curious about what's on the other side. Comment below. I choose stillness over chaos. And remember, the more comfortable you are alone, the more powerful you become. Everyone wants power, but very few are willing to go where it lives. In the quiet, in the empty room, in the unshared victories. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Epictetus. Solitude trains you to need nothing, so you can lead everything. And when you stop fearing being alone, you stop fearing rejection, you stop fearing judgment, you stop fearing loss, because you become whole. And that is the most dangerous thing a person can be. So take the walk, sit with your thoughts, let silence shape you. Choose clarity, choose depth, choose stoicism.